Takeda is a really versatile fighter, so let's take a look at all of his devastating combos from 18% to 42%. This first combo is very easy to pull off and you can do it from a distance. This makes it perfect to get in little chunks of damage and to frustrate your opponent. If you're fighting at close range and don't need to do massive damage, do this combo instead because it comes out a bit quicker, thus making it a better close range solution. This next combo uses up a bar of your super meter for only 22% damage, and that's not super great on its own. However, this combo is extremely versatile because you can pull it off from any jump, so if you've been doing other combos throughout the match or playing footsies, maybe doing feints, maybe your opponent won't expect this. This is very simple to pull off, and if you just need to finish an opponent off, this 22% combo could be what you need. Next off is a pretty simple but useful teleport combo. It does 25% damage, but it can throw your opponent off. One thing you should note is that immediately after teleporting you cannot queue up your 2 kicks. There is a tiny window where you have to watch the teleport happen and the punch that's part of the teleport animation, and then you do your kicks. Now you have to practice this because you probably won't get the timing on your first try, and you will see this input again in future combos, so it's very important to practice this. This next combo is useful because it starts with a low attack, which a lot of players don't block. When you're doing this combo, try to get out your totally not Scorpion Spear out as soon as possible. Now, if it's not coming out at all, it means you're doing it too early. But you want to do it early because you want to be able to connect with the body as it's falling down on the ground. So now we have another 26% combo, but this one is different because this one you can do from range and it does an overhead attack to start with. Furthermore, this combo doesn't bring you closer to the opponent, it keeps the range, which helps set up your future range combos like the pimp that you are. So moving on to an air combo, this one does 28% damage, and again it's very good because you can pull it off from any jump, so it's very versatile. You might find the 2 kicks a little bit tricky at first, but basically you want the body to start dropping a little bit, but not too much before you start your kicks. Now this next combo does the same amount of damage, but again it's very useful because it starts off with a low attack. You always want to keep your opponent sort of confused, they're on their toes, and keep them guessing, so mix things up as much as possible because you're a beautiful stallion. This next combo I'm a really big fan of because you still can do it from range, you still hit overhead, and it's so easy to pull off, but it does 29% damage. Now let's move on to combos that do 30+% damage. If you find that you're struggling to pull off these advanced combos, make sure you go back to the easier ones and practice them a lot. You're going to see a lot of similar inputs, in some cases even the same inputs, but they will be used in a different way. So practicing the easier combos will actually make you better at doing the more advanced combos. This versatile air combo is great because it does 30% damage, but it's tricky because it has a very specific timing component to it. You can't pull off the second air jump in the combo as fast as you probably want to, so you have to wait for the previous animation to sort of finish up a little bit before jumping. And when you do make it to the air, make sure that you hit your punch as soon as you're in the air, so basically jump punch, jump punch, jump punch, that kind of thing, because if you do it a second too late, you're going to mess up the combo. Just make sure you practice the timing a lot, that's really all there is to it. With 36% damage for only 1 bar of super meter, this next combo is excellent for fighting in close range. You're probably noticing a lot of the same input from previous combos, and make sure that after you do your teleport, you wait for a very tiny fraction of a second before you do your kick. This combo is so great for when you're close to your opponent, I almost want to ask for its hand in marriage. Now here is a very similar combo that does slightly more damage, but its advantage is that you're hitting overhead and from range. It's basically as awesome as the previous combo, except you want to use it when you have a bit of distance between you and the opponent. Earlier in the video we looked at a combo that puts you at a distance when you finish it, so you can actually use that simple combo, wait for your opponent to start getting up because most likely they will not be blocking at this time, do this combo and then deal massive damage and frustrate the hell out of your enemy. So let's say in round 1 you did a high damage combo, you want to mix it up with another one. This one is great because it does similar damage, it actually does 1% more, but anyway it's great because it attacks with a low attack and again you can throw your opponent off with this. Now this next combo does 42% damage, 42%, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. However, it's extremely important to point out that this is a very risky combo because if you jump in, most likely an experienced opponent will uppercut you or pull off some other move. So I guess you can save this one for when you're showing off or if you certainly know that your opponent sucks and won't punish you for jumping in the air a lot. And finally, here is a simple X-ray combo. It's nothing fancy, but if you're in a bad situation and you need to do a lot of damage with simple inputs, this can help you out. Holy potatoes, that was 15 combos in less than 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, I'm happy to help. And if this video helped you out, please give it a like, so that other people coming to the video know that it's not full of crap. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time, and remember, stay beautiful.